Hi, my name is Claire Hiscox, and today I'm going to be telling you a positive example and a negative example of certain delivery, like ways to deliver a speech. So a positive for volume is when you talk loudly, people can hear you, which is good because you want your audience to be able to hear your speech. And a negative would be when you talk quietly and your audience is really like struggling or trying to focus on hearing you, which they shouldn't have to do. Eye contact, a positive would be, I know I always feel more like the speech is being given to me when I'm looking at a person and recognizing them. If you're just looking like down at your note cards or your computer the whole time, it can get difficult to like process and understand the message. Your rate, it's very important to go at a steady rate when you're speaking, because if you talk too quickly or too slowly, people are either gonna not understand or they're gonna get bored for you talking so slow. So it's just a good example to be just to talk at a steady and consistent pace. Your pitch is very important because sometimes like if you talk really low or really high, it might be hard to like focus on what you're saying, and you're more like focused on how the person sounds rather than what they are talking about, which is what you want them to talk about. Facial expressions are huge, because if you mess up, like a positive would be you mess up, but you keep your face positive and looking like you know what you're doing, people aren't gonna know. Whereas if like I stutter or make a small mistake and then like I make like a face that shows that, it's gonna reflect back to my audience and they're gonna know that I screwed something up. Articulation slash enunciation is very important, because you don't want your audience to think you're saying something else when you're trying to say like you're trying to say what you're trying to say. You don't want them to think you're saying something else. So you just want to like a positive, just like always try and slow down and enunciate and get the words out. Gestures I feel like are also very important, because you are able to use your hands and like your body language to demonstrate how you feel about the speech and how like you're doing. So like a positive gesture would be like using your hands to show this or this, and a negative would be like just like standing straight, like not using your hands at all. Pauses slash vocal fillers, super important. I just said it, but you don't want to try and say a lot, and it is also important to pause, because you need to like take a breath for you and for your audience. A positive like would be like using your pauses to benefit you rather than being like I went to the store. Like that would be a not great way to pause. And then the last one is posture. Posture is super important, because people are going to know how confident or not confident you are based on how you're standing. A positive example would be like if I'm standing up, sitting up, and standing up straight and I look confident, people are gonna be like, hey, she knows what she's doing and she's gonna nail this speech. But if I'm sitting there and I'm slouching, people are gonna probably think that I don't really know what I'm doing and that I'm nervous and don't want to be here. So yeah, those are my positive and negative examples of the delivery activity. Thank you.